Sri Namaha. Sree Dharmarayaswamy Temple is located in Nagarpet, Bengaluru, Karnataka in India. The temple is known for the famous Karga festival. The temple displays architectural features of buildings from the Western Ganga dynasty, the Pallava dynasty, and the Vijayanagara Empire. The temple may be more than 800 years old. The temple is built in the Dravidian style with a gopuram, an ornate monumental entrance tower. The temple is dedicated to the Pandavas. The main festival celebrated here is Karga. It is one of the oldest festivals of Bangalore. The entire city of Bangalore was built with this temple at the center of the city, while the four pillars were designated as the boundaries of the city. This is the entrance to the Dharmarayaswamy temple in Bangalore. This is the interiors of the Dharmarayaswamy temple, the sculptures and the pillars within the Dharmarayaswamy temple. In addition to the main temple, there are temples dedicated to Lord Ganesha and Goddess Mutyalama on either side of the main structure. The present Gopuram has a central panel depicting the Darbar scene with Lord Krishna, the five Pandavas and Draupadi. The main pillars of the temple, the primitive style of the Garuda Kamba and the intricate carvings in the interiors shows that it is an ancient temple. The sculptures on the pillars are that of holy bull, fish, apsaras and other mythical figures. Karga festival is marked by 11-day long period of detailed rituals. It is believed that during this time, Draupadi descends from heaven, stays with the Tigala community. The men of the community are considered to be the warriors or Veerakumaras of Draupadi's army, and one of them is selected to be the carrier of Karga. Karga is a tall floral pyramid which is colorful spectacle. Mythology states that Draupadi formed an army of soldiers called Veerakumaras after the Mahabharata war to fight a demon named Timirasura. He was defeated. When the Pandavas were ascending to heaven, the Veerakumaras asked them to stay back. Draupadi promised them she would return to the earth once a year on the Chaitra month on the Purnami day. The 11-day Karga marks the homecoming of Draupadi. Karga is an earthen pot that supports a floral pyramid and a small figure of the goddess with a small silver umbrella on top of that. The Karga is carried on their head without touching it. The Karga carrier wears a woman's attire and puts vermilion on his forehead. He wears Mangal Sutra and bangles of his wife, and he even wears anklets. Chariots from all over the city arrive here. The Karga carrier, dressed as a female, is symbolic of Draupadi. He is surrounded by hundreds of bare-chested and dhoti-clad Veerakumaras carrying swords and hitting their unsheathed swords, chanting Dik Di, Dik Di, so that if he loses his balance and allows the Karga to fall, the Veerakumaras are supposed to stab the Karga carrier with the swords. Till today, such a misfortune has never befallen on anyone. Lakhs of people gather to witness the Karga procession. Its traditions are related to stripping of Draupadi, the banishment of Pandavas, and the demise of Draupadi's sons by Ashwatthama. The extravagant festival takes place at the renowned Dharmarayaswamy temple. The Karga festival begins with the flag hoisting ceremony, Dwajarohana. On the first day, the Veerakumaras and the priest wear Janivara and Kankana. Prayers are offered by the priest, Veerakumaras and Chakri Dararu. The Veerakumaras perform their first sword play chanting Alai Lala Laladi. From the second to the sixth day, Aarti is performed in the evenings at Kabban Park, Shakti Pita, and then at the 8 water resources used during the celebration. On the sixth day, women pray to Mother Draupadi and perform elaborate Aarti. The ritual is called Festival of Lights, that is Deepo Utsava. On the 7th day is known as the Hasi Karaga or non-sanctified Karaga, brought from a salt pond, during which the goddess is symbolically readied for her marriage. She emerges from the lake decorated as a bride and carries the Kalasha. The Veerakumaras pay their obeisances to her and escort her to the Sree Dharmarayaswamy temple. On the 8th day, sweet pongal dish prepared by the wives of the Veerakumaras is offered to the goddess. On the full moon day of the Chaitra Masa, the marriage of the goddess is performed and the Utsava Murtis are taken in procession. The procession is performed in midnight, and this is the famous Karga procession. The Karga makes a visit to the Tawakkal Mastan Dargah. The tradition stems from the belief that once during the procession, a Sufi saint hurt himself and he cursed that the Karga will not move forward until turmeric from the temple was applied to his wound to pacify him. Ever since then, the Karga visits the Dargah to mark this event. This represents religious brotherhood. The prasada of lime received from the goddess is said to bring relief from ailments and misfortunes. The 9th day is reserved for a fire walking ritual. On this day, the temple Veera Kumaras wear dhotis and carry swords in their hands. They dance over live burning charcoals and they hit their bare chests with blades of the swords and they run over the burning charcoal. 10th day is Shanti Puja to Pota Raja, a guardian deity and the brother-in-law of Pandavas. The Karga priest has to perform austerities for 6 months before the Karga festival, and during this period, he wears his wife's Mangal Sutra and it is returned to the wife during a symbolic marriage on the 10th day of the Karga. The 11th day is the Vasant Utsava, that is splashing of the turmeric water. And finally, the flag is brought down, signaling the end of the festivities. The city of Bangalore can be reached by air. At a distance of 36 kilometers, Kempegowda International Airport is the nearest airport. Visitors can get a taxi or drive from the airport to the temple. By rail, you can reach Bangalore also. Since it is situated around the center of the city, the major station of Bangalore, the KSR City Railway Junction, is merely 5 kilometers from the temple. By road also you can reach. It is well connected to the other areas of Bangalore and also other cities and towns by road. Visitors can catch a bus or drive to the temple conveniently. The nearest metro station to the temple is Chickpet Metro Station. There are several taxis and auto rickshaws available that can take the visitors to the temple. Thank you for watching the video. Sri Matre Namaha.